Idaho has more wild and remote public lands than any state outside of Alaska. And the wildest of them all happens to be the largest single piece of protected land in the lower 48. The place known as the Frank, short for the Frank Church River of No Return Wilderness Area. Covering 2.3 million acres, the Frank stretches from the Montana border south, right across the heart of Idaho. Running through it, like giant veins, are a number of tributaries that flow into the Great Salmon River, which is also known as the River of No Return. It was named by pioneers who happily rode its rushing currents downstream, but found the water was too fast flowing for them to paddle back up. Over millennia, that rushing water carved its way through these jagged peaks called the Bighorn Crags that rise up to 10,000 feet. The Frank is named for Frank Church, who served Idaho in the U.S. Senate for 24 years before passing away in 1984. He worked tirelessly to protect Idaho's wild spaces. By his design, the Frank is not an easy place to get into. Mechanized and motorized land vehicles aren't allowed, and that even includes mountain bikes. But rafting is permitted for those willing to brave the rapids of the River of No Return. To reach the most remote areas of the Frank, the only way in is by foot or bush plane. Many hikers are dropped off on backcountry airstrips like this one, and then collected again when their hike is over. And when these small planes lift off, passengers get a chance to soar through the valleys of one of America's most stunning landscapes, where high ridges plunge into canyons below. And wildlife thrives, including one species that's only found in North America: mountain goats. Even in winter, they can survive above the tree line, thanks to their thick coats. Sharp claws in their hooves make them perfect climbers in Idaho's rugged mountains. Senator Frank Church died from cancer just days after this wilderness was named in his honor. And after years of working hard to protect wild lands across Idaho and the U.S., he knew all too well of the environmental impacts that industry can have on the land, and the giant scars that can be left behind by mining the riches buried in Idaho's soil. Scars like this one, just outside the Frank. It's a mine that once provided the U.S. government with two much-needed minerals, stibnite and tungsten, which were used to make bombs during World War II.